Hello everyone, VJose32 back again. It's time for another induction into the Kickstarter Hall of Fame. I've done a lot of Kickstarter Hall of Fame, of course, in the past, which was a special wing in my Hall of Playing Cards, Museum of Playing Cards, whatever you want to call it. That's dedicated for all these scums and scammers and thieves and idiots who have screwed over backers one way or another, or just did not live up to expectations, or failed somehow. Now I'm thinking of a quote from the TV show Arrow: "You have failed, Kickstarter." Anyway, moving along, I decided that I started doing some Hall of Fame inductions dedicated to those creators who have more than lived up to expectations or to their end of the bargain and have not had any issues with fulfillment or production or otherwise. I have another one for you. The last one, of course, was Usai. Today's might be a little bit more controversial for a couple of reasons, which we'll get to. But today's, induction into the Kickstarter Hall of Fame is Collectable playing cards. The reason why I said this might be controversial is A, they're my sponsor, and I don't want it to sound like I'm kissing ass or anything like that. And B, I know there's a fair amount of people who are not a fan of their playing cards. I am not one of those. I mean, there are some decks that I felt could have been just a little bit better here or there, but for the most part, the decks are not bad. They're pretty good. They're decent enough. But this is why I'm inducting them into the Hall of Fame. The reason is, bar none, they have had more projects than anyone else on Kickstarter. And, I mean, they've had 37 projects now, and nearly 30, or almost at 30 projects that were successful, and no fulfillment issues, no production issues, not one, no problems whatsoever, no complaints from backers, no hassles, no issues. Everything gets packaged nicely and shipped very quickly. And I like the fact that by the time they launch a project, it's already into production. So then it funds, most of the time it funds. I mean, sometimes occasionally they have a deck that doesn't fund, but it usually ends up on their website later on anyway. But the decks are into production with USPC already by the time they launch, usually, or sometime during the project. Project ends, they collect the money, and before you know it, they're getting new products. And yeah, sometimes they have two projects going on at the same time, one near the end, another one in the middle, and then they start another one. But it is what it is. The track record is excellent as far as projects and fulfillment is concerned. So that is why they're being inducted into the Kickstarter Hall of Fame, the VJose32 Kickstarter Hall of Fame, mind you. And that's that. If you don't have any problems with fulfillment or production, you're A-okay in my game, and Collectible Playing Cards is up there. Speaking of which, currently on Kickstarter, they have the Bicycle Aurora Limited Edition foil tuck case playing cards. The decks have gone up a little bit in price, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not more expensive than any other deck on Kickstarter. Limited edition. So make sure you check them out. There's only going to be 2,700 produced, and that's it. Numbered individually. Reminds me a little bit of some of their other decks, but they ain't bad. So that is Collectible Playing Cards. And check out their website, collectibleplayingcards.com. Use the code VJose32. I've told you a million times. I'm going to tell you a million times again until you start doing it. And use the code VJose32. You get 10% off your order each and every time. Of course, the more you spend, the more you save. That's that. Everyone wins in this case. Me, Collectible Playing Cards, you. What more can you ask for? That's what I got, though. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Are they worthy or not? I'd like to hear your opinions, and I'll see you next time.